What up, Bulls? Blade Master here, back with some more Total War Rome 2 online action. This is the second match that I fought against Pussy from the ABA clan. And in this one, he's taken Cimmeria, and I've taken Egypt. And I think this is, again, Nematosena, as usual. God, my mouse sounds so loud. I need to replace my mouse like ASAP. Anyways, with Egypt, this is not the extremely strong, in quotes, Egypt build that I've been hyping about, but this is something close, and not really close to that. Let's see how it goes. I've taken a lot of cavalry with this build. It's a total of 6 cavalry, 4 Egyptian cavalry, and a couple of citizen cav, and 1 African war elephants general. I've also brought 4 Levi Thorea spears, 6 thorax swordsmen, and 5, I believe, 5 or 4, just a couple carry an axeman. Meanwhile, Pussy has brought some step lancers and some citizen cav whom he's going to charge on his right flank into my Egyptian cavalry, I believe. So Egyptian cavalry have been buffed, and he's going to move. I don't really know what happened over here. Maybe it was just the skirmish air doping out, or maybe he just turned off skirmish air and forgot to micro them. But either way, his step horse archers just got slaughtered over there. Like, that was some carnage, because Levi Thorea spears, as we all know, are like Thorea spears, so they do have javelins, and they just slaughtered that one step horse archer. Let's turn this a bit slower because I want to talk a little bit about Egyptian cavalry. Now, some people like Egyptian cavalry and they rate them really highly. I just don't really like them. When I first saw their stats, I was pretty impressed. I mean, I thought 15 bonus versus cavalry for a unit that costs 600 talents is quite good. These ones are going to get rear charged by his citizen cap. But at the end of the day, the problem is their base morale is just terrible. It's 40 base morale for a unit that costs 600 is really, really low. I mean, compare that to even a citizen cav, and the citizen cav by no means is a good cavalry option, and they have 45 base morale. These guys have pretty poor armor, 50 armor compared to 70 armor for a citizen cav unit. Their melee attack, of course, their melee attack is brilliant. I mean, 50 melee attack is with the diamond formation on. And on top of that, they have 15 bonus versus cav. So all in all, they could be a pretty decent anti-cav unit. But I just don't think, maybe a lot of it depends on their charge. I'm not really sure how to best use these units yet. I tested them against Massilian Cav, like I mentioned in a couple of videos before, and they just failed horribly. Like against Massilian Cav, they lost, and there were like 10 or 15 Massilian Cav left. Anyways, over here I've charged in with my Egyptian cavalry over here against a step lancer. Step lancers probably shouldn't do too well in this battle, but in any case, it's going to hold up these units so that his Cimmerian noble infantry can come in and help finish off that fight. He's brought a line of Scythian hoplites. I think he's brought a mix of Scythian hoplites and Cimmerian noble infantry. And behind them, he's brought a lot of Cimmerian heavy archers. Very, very deadly skirmish unit. And of course, I've got a huge upper hand in the infantry engagement. I just need to, make sure my African war elephants can be used properly, and then I would be able to win this battle. But it's going to be tough to use my elephants properly because he's got Cimmerian heavy archers and he's got a ton of them. I think I caught some of his Cimmerian heavy archers with some of my Egyptian cavalry before he managed to blob them up. Anyways, his step lancers are going to die there, but that Cimmerian noble infantry should do incredibly well. His Scythian hoplites are in hoplite phalanx now, and I'm going to go in for a pretty devastating head-on charge against his Cimmerian noble infantry general. And meanwhile, his Cimmerian heavy archers are going to just let loose on my African war elephants. And this is why I think getting an African war elephants general is a very bad idea. I probably shouldn't have done it. And despite the fact that they're going to destroy some of these Scythian hoplites, again, Scythian hoplites have pretty poor morale. 50 base morale is just, it's okay. But I mean, for a hoplite unit, usually hoplite units have really high base morale. And these African war elephants are getting slaughtered. But coming back to my point, why I would never pick an elephant general is because elephants can just die very easily in this game. Of course, they can get a ton of kills. Over here, this is a prime example of them not getting a ton of kills, but still, they can easily get 300 to 400 kills in this current patch. But they can also, run amok incredibly easily, and they can, just basically is the point is they can die very quickly, and you don't want your general to die so quickly, and you don't want to put him in such a unit that he would die very quickly. So that's why, I mean, bringing a carrion axeman general, not really a good idea. Bringing a Massilian cav general for Massilia is not a good idea. I think Massilian cav are just about as vulnerable to missiles as elephant units. His Cimmerian Noble Infantry General is going to fight up against my Thorax Swords. Meanwhile, I think I should be beasting out this engagement. His Scythian Hoplites will take a while to die, but they will die eventually. But his Cimmerian Heavy Archers have done the business. I mean, 42 kills with one, 49 with the double chevron on the other. And I'm going to have to chase off some of them with my Thorax Swordsman because my Egyptian Cavalry have basically died. Again, I'm not really sure how that happened. I know his Citizen Cav did catch one of them in the rear, but the other one, I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, they should have won that battle. But here his Cimmerian Heavy Archers are just going to fire like from all sides against this poor Thorax Swordsman unit. Let's see if I can get some nice shots on this. Yeah. Oh my god, that's just terrible. Poor Thorax Swordsman. Yeah, they're going to die very quickly. 65, they were at like 105 a couple of seconds ago. Here his Citizen Cav got a really good rear charge on my Levithuria Spears. I just now put them on square formation. Very bad move by me. Probably should have put them on square formation a lot earlier. But here my Levithuria Spears are going to get great rear shots on his Cimmerian Noble Infantry General. And you can see that is proving to be pretty devastating. They are losing by a ton of units. My Thorax Swordsman probably wouldn't win in this engagement against his Cimmerian Noble Infantry General. But with the added help of some javelins in the back, they can obviously beast that engagement out. His Scythian Hoplites have managed to gang up on my Thorax Swords, and adding to the fact that my general died really early on in the game, it's the morale shock is going to prove to be too much for my mid-tier units. Again, I don't have any elite tier units at this point. I have killed off his general, and I'm supporting with some Carrion Axemen. You can see the usefulness of these new Carrion Axemen units because now they've got 106 kills with a single experience chevron. Just brilliant units. Almost as cost effective as Levithuria Spears. Maybe Levithurias could be a bit more useful because they have square formation ability, but you can never underestimate the power of an axe on a low HP unit because axes have very good armor penetration damage. But at this point, it kind of looks like it's not going to go in my favor. Of course, Pussy's got a ton of Cimmerian Heavy Archers left. He's got like 4 of them left. And, they probably still have a ton of ammo. And, of course, Cimmerian Noble Infantry is going to kill off this Levithuria Spears. And my Thorax Swordsmen, that's the good part of Hoplite Phalanx. Whether or not those Scythian Hoplites will win that battle, of course, they won't win that battle, but they'll just take a ton of time before they die. So you can see the unit losing slightly. And actually, they've done pretty well. I mean, 45 kills on a Thorax Swordsman is not bad. But Thorax Swordsmen are not the best unit, or the best mid-tier melee infantry unit in the game. Actually, probably one of the worst. His Steppe Horse Archers could have done a lot of damage, haven't really done much. And at this point, I killed off that Scythian Hoplites. I'm going to try and get in a rear charge over here, but my Levithuria Spears are going to die. It's more of a numbers game now. He's got a lot of units compared to just a few of mine. Are these Cimmerian Noble? No, these are Scythian Hoplites. And I'm going to get a rear charge on them with Carrion Axemen. So let's see how well Carrion Axemen would do on a charge. 156 kills so far on them. Not bad. Their charge bonus is very, very poor. But I mean, of course, these are just 400 talent units. And that weapon damage, you have to realize, is I think 13 of it is armor piercing. So axes obviously have a very good armor piercing damage or armor piercing proportion. And that's what makes these units useful, apart from the fact that they have they've got peltus range and they've got great ammunition as well. I think they've got 7 ammunition. But that's the end of this game, you guys. Pussy has won the second match. I won the first one. I might put the replay in the description. I'm not really sure. But costly victory for Pussy. Let's take a look at the stats. His general didn't do well. 76 kills only on them. My general did absolutely terribly. 35 kills. Man, I'm never going to use an elephant in like any tournament or anything. I'm just too bad with them. His other Cimmerian Noble Infantry did well. My Egyptian Cavalry did really badly. 42 kills, 32, 48, 36. Not great. I mean, they're almost the same as Citizen Cav, although I was expecting them to be a lot better. One of my Carrion Axemen got a double experience chevron with 162 kills, so obviously they did really well. The other one didn't really do too much. 2 of my Thuria Spears did well, the other 2 didn't really do too much. My thorax swordsman could have gotten a lot more kills, but my opponent played really well because he had a slight advantage in numbers, just comparing my thorax swords to his hoplite line. And using that, he was able to rear charge some of my thorax swords, I believe. And using that morale shock on top of the early gen snipe that he got, he managed to turn the tide of the battle in his favor. Of course, the Cimmerian heavy archers really helped him in that respect, because if he didn't bring them, my African war elephants would have just torn him a new asshole, because he has no skirmish units apart from them. Those steppe horse archers died really early on in the game. And if he didn't have these Cimmerian heavy archers, I already engaged them with my thorax swords from the front, so they would have been in prime position to get rear charged by my elephants. So, I mean, good on my opponent to bring these heavy archers, and he really did well with them. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this battle. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. Peace.